took a picture and sent it to him. Here, 2 for $3.50, so it's cheaper.
Thanks, man.
What's up, Kaka?
What it do, K-Wizzle?
I like that lid, yo.
So we're pulling into Wellston. We're having the birthday bash for Butcher Stand Barbecue. Today is their 3rd birthday, I believe, and we're actually getting here a little early. The festivities aren't scheduled to start till about 5 or 6 o'clock this evening. But with us living as far away, we decided to come up early and have our take at the Butcher Barbecue Stand and get some ribs. And it sounds like we've got quite a few orders to take back home. So we've got Wally with us. We got D Young in the back, K Wizzle, and the Goatster. So we're fixing to tear it up. The next video clip you'll see will be us standing in line, getting our order on.
We got here a little early. We're just waiting for him to open them. Casey's getting impatient. What you gonna get to eat? Meat. Y'all ready to eat? Yep. Got in line. Check it out. Just opened up. Look at all this food. We've got macaroni, we've got some sliced brisket, we got a bunch of ribs, we got some burnt ends. Really good stuff. Casey's enjoying it. Goat, Kaka, and Dad are enjoying it. Well, we are absolutely stuffed. Just like Goat said just a little bit ago, it felt like we just started eating and we just like full tank, man. That stuff just really gets you just freaking gets you full. So now we just pulled up to a convenience store and we're gonna be heading back home.
Oh yeah?
Dessert.
You know what?
2 hours later.
Okay, so we are back at the crib now. Casey and I, as you saw, we just went and ate some barbecue with Dad, Goat, and Kai, and we got the microphones and everything all set up. What's going on with this? Well, I decided to start a podcast. So as far as like the subject or the things that the topics that'll be covered on this podcast is just going to be completely random. So I'm going to be touching on a bunch of stuff that are interesting to me as far as like sports and cameras and drones and tech and all that good stuff. And I'm also going to have like friends like my buddy Casey on to kind of like co-host it and drive this thing. So anyways, this is all just experimentational. Is that a word? It's all an experiment. And I would imagine that the podcast will evolve as I get more shows under my belt. Don't really know what to expect. But anyways, if you guys are interested in listening to the podcast, I will have the link to it in the description of this video. I'm calling it Under the Sun with Dylan Young because it's kind of playing off the whole everything under the sun. I don't want to handcuff myself to a certain topic. So anyways, link to the podcast in the description. I'm going to show a little bit of the live footage of us doing this while we're doing it. And then again, go be sure to subscribe to the podcast. We're going to have it on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Anchor. Thanks, guys.
The Sun with Dylan Young.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Today is Sunday, May 20th, 2018, and I am here live. I'm not live, actually. It's a freaking podcast here in my office/studio. And again, bringing you the second episode of Under the Sun with myself, of course, Dylan Young. And I'm very excited, very pumped up today because as I alluded to in my previous podcast, I have a guest. So without any further ado, let's roll the intro.
He's tough as an armadillo
And as cruel as the other side of the pillow. Ladies and gentlemen, Casey Costello.
Going to put up the vlogging camera for a little bit, and we're going to do this whole podcast thing. Again, link to the podcast description will be in the description of the video.
hell?
Driving in the wild with Casey Castillo.
Wild. Wild, wild, wild!
Alright, so as you guys saw, Casey and I went to a small lake here in southwest Oklahoma. Now we're at a bigger lake, Fort Cobb Lake, and
I like how you put the screwdriver in there after how many years of telling you to get one.
Casey's fixing to Casey is fixing to fly the drone
First
and
time.
hopefully not crash it. And I'm getting out this this beast stabilizer thing and gonna get some cool B-roll of him flying and all that cinematic stuff. But he's getting the drone fixed up. We're about to take it airborne over the lake. Hopefully everything will be GTG. That's good to go. Casey is concentrating so hard that he does not even realize he's got a decoration on his boot. So I have no idea where my drone is, but I'm just trusting Casey and trusting the DJ. Don't say that. Trusting the DJI technology. And right now we're getting a low battery warning, so we're gonna hit return to home here in just a little bit. Hopefully it comes and lands right about there where it took off from. Flying drones like a boss.
Not for me.
Why? You just did just fine. You've never even flown a drone before.
It's
That's a dang DJI commercial right there. Just confidence. Never even flown a drone. Flying it over the drink.
It wasn't that bad. Because it's not mine.
That's messed up. Alright, so Casey and I, as you saw, we just went to a couple lakes, just enjoying this nice evening. Wife's at work, so we've just been kicking it, hanging out, recording podcasts. And what'd you think about the first podcast?
I think it turned out pretty well. I think we definitely have some work to do, but it's doable. We can do it. I have faith in us.
I have some work to do. I think you killed it. I think you squashed it.
Oh, I killed it.
Drop the mic.
Drop the mic. Yabba-dabba-doo.
But anyways, just gonna head home now, and I'm probably gonna heat up the barbecue, all the ribs and the brisket and the burnt ends that I did not eat because I just got so stuffed. Probably gonna heat it up for dinner. What you doing for dinner?
I'm gonna heat up my butcher stand barbecue.
Same.
Kick it back, watch some Longmire.
Oh yeah, man, great show. But anyways, I guess that'll about do it for today. Vlog number 125.
Over.
Out. Gosh dang it, you just had to say out.
Is it over or out?
It's over.
I gotta get a little bit more oomph in my voice or something. That sound too low key, chill. I need to have a little bit more excitement.
Gotcha. I know it's hard.
Guess what I'm trying to say? I'm probably too monotone.
Yeah, it's hard to.
Well, I don't want to be too loud.
I know. I hear you.
And then I get too worked up and I'm like, ee!
Hey.
Got the Wally laugh.